Receives rousing welcome from staff member.
One dead, 29 others injured as coaster bus crashed at Unizik Thameside Junction, Oka.
Anambra state government naps illegal revenue collectors in Onitsha.
Federal government exempts pharmaceutical products raw materials from VAT import duty.
Sudan's army recaptured Khartoum airport from RSF.
Obele Women Empowerment Foundation launched in Oka.
Security operatives in Anambra intensify onslaught against criminals.
And then from the world of sports, Nigeria Chess Federation to host International Chess Championship in Lagos. These are the stories from our website. Let's have your thoughts on the trending stories for today. The phone lines to call are 0706 538 1320.
Okay, or you can call us on 0904 9560 826.
Right, let's have your thoughts, Ambassador John.
Oh yeah, I was so thrilled when you read about your former boss, Mora Uche, PhD,
Ozompo
of Enugu,
yeah,
when he visits, when he came back to home.
Yeah.
Some people after serving in a place cannot come back again.
Yeah.
Because they had no legacy. Yeah. They did not do anything good. Nobody will welcome them. Even if people see them on the way, they will pass.
Yeah.
But there's nothing as good as Ogana Magafe Wefugesi Kambia Kenegi. Maybe you are playing draft and somebody who walked in your office, you didn't see the person coming to come and do it. There is always tomorrow. That's one thing people who have authority don't know, who were in authority don't know.
Yeah.
Now, for him to have come, you now see was given a round welcome home, back home, and something like that. That's how it should be. Some people would have walked in. Nobody will know that they are there. They will be begging people to help them do one thing or the other. Maybe he has brought an advert for a burial something, nobody will touch it until he goes to the necessary place and stand like myself who never worked in ABS. It's not proper. Yeah. So it's for people, this is a lesson for us to learn that whatever we do, we will reap that goodness or bad. Because if he has, I've seen where people come back to their office and people started booing them, shouting, ole, 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 Yoruba land, and talking rubbish. But in this case, it was just a flag stop that he made, and the whole place, ABS, broke into two. It's something that we should, appreciate God for.
Yeah, he even had a radio show. He was here hosted by the duty announcer, and after that was a kind of a motivational speech with members of staff surrounding him amidst cheers, and pomp, pageantry, and you are happy seeing him again, including my humble self, So like you said, it's always good to be good when you are in a position of authority, so that posterity will be fair to you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Then Soludo optimistic of the second Niger Bridge road project, that it will boost socio-economic activity. That's true. That road there, you find out that at least people on that side will always have something to eat and drink at regular basis. People who sells other kind of things there, you see people stopping to come and do what? And buy. And they find out that that road leads to so many places, the other states in the southeast, Imo, Abia, Akwa Ibom, River State, Cross River, Bayelsa, most of the time they pass through that place to the various states. So it will help a lot of activities will go on in that place. And you see people selling all kind of things, like you see in the Asaba end of the old bridge. So you see that economic activities there will grow up, and a lot of people will be given job again to do. So it's something that we say congratulations to the government of the day. And our governor, being an economist, is very, very optimistic. And I agree with him, because actually it's going to be so. That place will be a beehive of activities economically. Thank you.
All right. Let's go on to take a look at stories from the national days. Remember, the phone lines are still open for you to call and make your contributions. The number is to call 0706 538 1320.
Somebody. Hello.
Happy 32.
Champions. Otusoma.
Yeah, Anambra to the lady. What we talk about the land of every week we go about the corner.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Every time we see the matter, accident in the big junction yesterday. All the way now people they see us go from Cross River State. I will go to the nearest place and a location to have that accident. When I open the mud, before you start making use of your vehicle, every morning like this, check all the motor of the motor, brakes, engine, oil, fuel, check everything before you start making use of it. Only in case you go down now, go to the mechanic. It will help people. Later, phone at people don't be asked, when I got to know that you big junction, I'm only target maybe a minute. I'm going to have a very hour about the break before you continue your speed. It will help that accident will not continue on that place. Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning to you. Thank you.
Okay. About the accident, the news this morning, it was noted that the driver from where they were at Ogoja trying to depart for the journey to Anambra, they knew that his brake pad had issues and the passengers still told him to repair it before they leave, but he insisted and they set on the journey. And the sad incident that happened here in Oka. Now you drove all the way from Cross River State, they're traveling out of town. In fact, they're traveling from one pole and your brake pad is not okay and you're so comfortable driving that way. Should we allow such things to be happening? Why would you even want to be part of the trip when the brake pad of the vehicle is bad and your driver has no conscience to want to repair it?
That's the problem.
That's the issue here.
It's a kind of carelessness on the side of the driver.
Yeah,
because I had a lost, the brake failure started somewhere along Aroma Junction here, and then it was waving side by side for people to clear the road so that it doesn't hit any other vehicle or oncoming vehicle or the other way. But when he got to that point, it's always congested. So many people there, it's crowded. You have shuttle drivers, keke drivers, passengers. So he couldn't maneuver again, and it ended up there, or the way it ended. So at times we should be careful with our vehicles. You are not doing.
You can't put people's lives.
You are just doing yourself disservice by not checking, making sure everything that should be in order is in order, and then leave the rest for God to decide and then control. But you must do your own part. That's
very important.
Yeah.
Okay, someone is here. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Press Review. Hello, good morning.
Hello, are you there?
All right. Remember that we are live on Facebook at Anambra Broadcasting Service on Facebook, so you can join us over there, drop your comments, and then we'll read it out when we do see them. So drop in your WhatsApp message to the WhatsApp number 0705 113 8812. And with that, to take a look at the stories from the national dailies, kicking off with stories coming from The Punch. From The Punch, on the banner headline, we have 91 groups seek INEC registration as coalition talks gather steam. Writers say electoral body says no application rejected as opposition gears up to challenge ruling party. Review hike in data costs, Senate tells NCC. Ogun, Morocco sign MOU on energy, port development infrastructure. Reps move to convert 37 Lagos LCDAs to local governments. Traffic snarl as motorists battle flood on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. New Constitution, Anyoko Yakasai Oshoba to meet National Assembly. Still on the Punch, Rivers Emergency Rule, PDP governors ask Supreme Court to reinstate Fubara, IBAS sacks appointees. States oppose bill seeking immunity removal from VP, governors, deputies. Natasha recall, INEC notifies Senate as constituents amend petition. Legal profession facing ethical challenges, says CJN. These are the stories from the Punch.
Right, moving over now to Guardian. Rivers don't extend the emergency rule beyond 6 months. Council tells Tinubu. Disquiet as police probe alleged infiltration of National Assembly by Russian KGB. Over 26,000 children in prisons, says Minister. National automotive policy in limbo. 136 billion naira investments stock still trending here. Court dismisses fraud case against Xenox chairman. Orders. Local research output lacks depth for national planning, says Olaoba. And then Natasha in Senate. An error we are set to correct. Constituents insist. Concerns over spate of constitutional amendments. Delayed state police bill. Hope for cheaper drugs as federal government exempts duty VAT on pharmaceutical raw materials. Shetima urges judiciary to uphold justice, integrity. And finally, Zenith Bank maintains feet with 1.3 trillion PBT in 2024.
From the nation, 20 states yet to fully implement contributory pension scheme. DMO declares 1.09 trillion naira sukuk proceeds. Court throws out case against Xenox boss Eke. Others. On the banner headlines from the nation, CJN Fashola warn against rising misconduct among lawyers. Riders say legal practitioners have diverted from rules. Don't be swayed by the mob, Shetima tells judges. INEC notifies Natasha Senate of recall petition. IBAS fires Fubara's political appointees. Councils ordered to render account. Only 1% of rich Nigerians pay tax. Adeleke Oke's camp for clash victims. And Edo government rectifies suspension of 71 in Niger by Oba of Benin. Iwari II. These are the trending stories from the nation.
And from the Tribune Presidential Directive, Customs suspends import duty VAT on pharmaceutical raw materials. INEC notifies Natasha of recall process, confirms petitioners have rectified errors. Reps move to strip VP governors, deputy governors of immunity with the following riders. Constitutional Amendment Bill 6 rule for traditional rulers. Set to consider 8 devolution of power bills for second reading to probe over 1.24 trillion naira spent on 124 rail projects. Rivers crisis, it's time for dialogue. Bayelsa governor pleads with Tinubu National Assembly to set up reconciliation committee. And finally, June 12, motion to immortalize Humphrey Nwosu fails, causes row in Senate.
From Daily Independent, Nigeria's judiciary facing blackmail, Shetima laments. Reader says asks judiciary to shun serving parochial interests. Reveals why it affirmed Tinubu's electoral mandate. In the banner headline from Daily Independent, Raps consider bill to strip VP, governors, deputies of immunity. Senate okay's bill for mandatory citizen registration to probe rising costs of data services. Bills to create 4 states scale second reading at Reps. Lawmakers probe 1.24 trillion naira Sukuk Road project funding. Federal government pays core members 77,000 naira monthly allowance. Stephanie, that's your constituency. Congratulations to you guys. APC, PDP trade words over protests in Edo. INEC begins move to recall Senator Natasha Botil-Dragon, notifies Kogi Central Senator of recall move. Natasha accuses INEC of bias. And finally, from Daily Independent, federal government grants zero tariff on imported pharmaceutical raw materials. These are the stories so far we can take for now from the national dailies. We'll go on to the rest after now. Let's have your thoughts on any of the trending headlines.
Yeah. The Tribune major this thing. Reps move to strip vice president, governors, deputy governors of immunity. It's not a laughing matter. This is not. It's not funny. If these people don't have anything to do in the House of Rep, I beg them, let them go out and employ. There are a lot of people who read political science. With the money they are paid, they can employ people who will give them facts, points, which they present. How can you come up and now think of that and say you want to take that? Means one day the president will decide and ask EFCC to go and arrest one governor, and they will come and carry the governor and put in detention. Is it not to cause chaos, to cause problem in Nigeria? Let's allow that immunity. They have that immunity after 4 years of their terms. If they are found wanting, they face the consequence. Not when somebody has won, because somebody have offended the president. He will do and undo. He will not ask the law that be to go and arrest. And how will it look?
A sitting governor.
A sitting governor will be handcuffed.
A sitting senator.
It's an insult on the people that is their governor. And that's the truth of the matter.
And even the vice president as well.
The vice president himself is coming from a region. And one day you now decide to go and because he has lost immunity, you go and because there is
so what about the president?
The president. What is the difference between
the vice president?
That is dictatorship.
It's a lopsided.
Yes, it's a dictatorship and so on.
Yeah.
No, we are talking. He wasn't a soldier, but he's introducing what we call diarchy. Diarchy is the government by soldiers and civilians. Obasanjo introduced that in Nigeria. Buhari also worked on that, and that was why he was a very high-serving dictator. These two of them, and now this one too has come in this form. So by the time you took all this, you have taken all these things from governors and your own vice president. So what would they have? Fachita Raziaja. That's the truth of the matter.
So are you saying that the president is doing this through the Senate?
Yes. There are a lot of things. Let me tell you, governance is not in the morning. In every place, even it's in the Bible. There are people who meet for a decision to be taken until when it's 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. There are still activities in government houses.
Yeah.
That's when some other good things happen or evil things happen.
And it's equally subject to National Assembly's, approval. No?
Do we have
after the debate and every
which National Assembly? They will look at the way they are going. Look at the way they are going under National Assembly of Fakanako. We should forget about all those ones we don't have. We are talking of when you have men and women of substance in the National Assembly. When that time that you have people like Joseph Wires as the Senate President, Umezoke as the Speaker House of Representatives.
Yes.
These are people of integrity. They are there. When they talk, they talk. And the president cannot pocket them, no matter the money you bring. But all these ones, no. I saw what they are doing. If you say yes, for you to put the gavel, and at the end of the day, the no has it, but he said yes. He started scratching. That's now those things that it's not. I mean, I'm so tired of the whole thing. I wish I can relocate to Benin Republic.
CJ and Kekereku is equally complaining, talking about the downturn in the adherence to ethical principles in the legal profession. And as the CJN, I think he has the right, and then the constitutional powers to rejig the legal system or the legal framework of the country. What's your take?
You see, I laugh. Why I laugh is that because I met in the Supreme Court. I saw judges of Supreme Court like Esson, like Oputa. These are judges who knows their onions and who have integrity and who have the wisdom that God has given to them and the one that they learn through reading. When they talk, you know people are talking. All these ones that when they go, they talk of so many things. So, in short, let's forget about the. I don't know who did this to us in this country. It's for God to have mercy on us because something is wrong everywhere. You will not see. Look at the last one. The Constitution says if you don't have 25% of votes in the capital in the FCT, you cannot be called a president. Yeah. That means we have to go back for another election. But somehow Supreme Court judges turn the whole thing.
They say the Abuja is just like every other state in Nigeria.
They call it evidence. You know, I look at all these things, I laugh and so on. We have, our standard has dropped so much. In the medical profession, doctors are not what they used to be. Now we have a lot of baby doctors. We have a lot of baby lawyers. We have a lot of baby economists. We have a lot of baby teachers. Things have dropped. Look at it. Then in broadcasting, things are dropping. Though we have some that we will pick. Today you see people walking the way, no work ethics. People do things the way they like. They come to work the way they like. They dress the way they like and things like that. That is not how. I mean, I wish people like Ike Nanda Goba, they are still alive. And for people to go and see them. Then Julie Coker. Disa. Sri Toba and
so many of them.
Nahoro.
Oh, yeah.
These are wonderful broadcasters.
Yeah.
And we see them and know the kind of people they are. We thank God for Anambra State because you have a governor who is doing well. That's what I said on your TV the other day. That all this problem we have, Fubara or no Fubara, Mike or nothing, everybody should come to Anambra State to learn.
Yeah.
I don't think Willie has ever entered that place to go and greet His Excellency Soludo, not to talk of asking him to do this or that. Once you finish your 8 years or whatever year you are, leave. Forget about the whole thing. On occasion or marriage, in a marriage ceremony or burial, you greet yourself and go. That's how governance should be.
And when you are given invites to, you can come.
Yes,
and
if the state invites you,
in one or two ways.
Yes, you come in. Yes,
the invites.
But not you not tell the governor, sitting governor, this is what he will do. This is what he must be doing. If he wants to leave Anambra State, he should come and talk to you. I mean, it's an insult. I can't tell my son, if my son is in the university, there are certain laws he will not obey again in the house.
Okay. We have a headline there at Punch. Says reps move to convert 37 Lagos local council development areas to local government areas. That will making the local government areas in Lagos up to like 50 something in number. How do you see that move?
That's criminality. You see, they did that in this derivation and telling us that if First Bank, the money First Bank is supposed to pay, they will pay the whole money to their headquarters, which is where? Lagos. And now Lagos will now give certain percentage to other states where they have, for example, where they have branches. If you have ABS, assuming ABS is registered in Lagos, and they are making 20 billion, certain amount, the major part of it, instead of being here in Oka where you are stationed, but where you are registered, that's your place of domicile, you carry the whole thing and go to that place. That is what we are now. These local government development areas are just something the governors used to favor some of his political allies and started to cut off some areas, and they call it development areas.
Yes.
We have it in Ebonyi State and some other state. Anambra is not having it. So by the time you now come and convert it to local government, that means
37 of them.
That means you will be paying them money from the federation account. Who are you fooling and who are you trying to cheat? No, this one is worse than the former one.
Because that would automatically increase the number of local government areas that is in Lagos State, and then there is another bill that has passed second or third reading in the house. Second reading in the house, the creation of extra 4 states. Do you still think it's important we have more states added to what we have already?
If they want to create states, they should first of all complete that of the Southeast, make it 6, so that the Southeast region will be equal. Because he that must go to equity must go with clean hands. You don't just do things the way you like and so on. If you are creating 3, how will you do it? Now you give the Southwest 2, give Southeast 1, maybe give North Central, or you say let me give North West because their trouble is too much. You give them 1,
and then the imbalance in the political zone
so much
persists too.
It will persist. So if you want to do anything, first of all, create a new state and give to the Southeast people. Then you now create another according to the number of the geopolitical zones and create it so that there will be equity.
Yeah.
All right, so the phone lines are still there for you to call in and give us your thoughts. We're live on Facebook at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Drop your comments to do what to read them out when we see them. The numbers are still 0706 538 1320.
Or you can as well reach us on 0904 9560 826. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Okay, someone is here. Hello.
Hello, good morning all.
Good morning.
Morning to you.
Advocate of the East.
Champions.
Yes, the guest in the studio. Good morning, sir. My name is Malika Francis. I'm calling you now all the way from Obunka.
Okay, good morning.
Obunka, well done.
I want to talk about the custom removing import duty from medicines and pharmaceutical products. It's a welcome development. I think many months now, government of APC, led by Tinubu, has said that he will remove import duty from medicines and pharmaceuticals. And up till now, they are yet to implement it. We want to see the prices of this reflect in our hospitals, in the market where we buy the medicine. Because we are living in an era that anyone that you hear that so-so and somebody, they carried him or her to hospital, the next thing you hear is that the person is a mortuary. Mainly because the high cost of medicine in Nigeria is alarming. You see, so if their move down reflects the prices on ground, I think it's a welcome development. God bless you. Thank you.
Okay,
Right,
thanks
thank
for your
you.
contribution. Hello. Hello.
Otutu Oma.
When I put it in it's more racist.
Okay, no, Ignatius. Hello.
How about you, Madam? You find that power. Our dear president, that's my first one, or fourth person against the military. I'm sure the dictatorship.
Hello.
Hello, Ignatius.
Your line is not clear, please.
Network.
You can relocate or move away from where you are and then call us back.
Okay. We have messages on Facebook. Star White Onyobodo. Good morning to you all in the studio. You guys are doing well. Keep it up. God bless you all in Jesus' name. Amen. Star White Onyobodo watching live in Mbauku, Anambra State. Maxwell Orabuche. Good morning, ABS. You guys are doing great. Jisunuiko. Thank you so much. Keep dropping your comments. We'll do well to read them out when we see them.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Imagine station in Ipo. Yeah.
Because for 3 months, this FM in the distance.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Okay. Hello.
Anyone there? Okay.
Nobody.
All right.
So, are you commenting on any of the headline?
Yes, there's something here that is so serious. Said 21 states yet to fully implement contributory pensions, pension scheme. You see, this is very, very embarrassing. After working for 35 years, you will not be paid because your state could not be able to save what they've been deducting from your money because it is done A and B. You have your own. I think your own should be A, that or B, that of the state, that of your employer is A. So they join it and they're saving it for that number of years. But in some states, they begin to squander the money. And at the end, and that is why some workers, after retiring, 4 or 5 years, they are still there and they've not received their bulk payment of pension.
Yeah.
It is not proper, it's not good. They should learn from what the federal government did. Federal government decided and said, no, let us have some bankers, some banking, this thing. Those banks came and you start paying your money there. At the end of the day, once it's time for you to go on retirement, they call you for seminars. You attend and they put you in a place how you get your money and so on, telling you how you will use your money, what you will do with it. And after 1 year, they've processed everything. That is the federal level, and they will pay you your money. Then you now decide, and the people now will now decide and say they will be paying you so and so amount of money every month, and they will be paying you, and they give you the bulk money with which you use to invest and do something. But once the government, the state government decides not to pay this money, this contribution, they are killing the workers. They are killing them. It's not proper. And I don't know about Anambra State, but I know other states that have been doing that. They will not pay. And at the end, some workers after retiring, 6 years after retirement, will not receive cover. Yes, in Nigeria, 6 years.
Why not? Yeah.
In states, after retiring, you have not received money. And at times, some governors who understand, they will not come, you see the backlog, they start paying. They will say, oh, I'm going to pay 2011 to 2012. They will pay. The governors now started bearing those things because the people who were there before them in office have squandered those money and so on. So please, I think there should be a law from this is exactly what I want the House of Rep and Senate to do. To
look into.
Yes, not looking for deputy governor or governor you would take immunity from. These are the laws that any governor would, after so and so time, somebody retire after 1 year should be paid off his money. There should be a law. And that's what we expect them to do instead of doing other things. There are so many things, law to enact in this country. They are looking for who to impeach or remove immunity from.
Taking stories from Daily Trust, Lakurawa kills 2 customs officers, 1 other in Kebbi. Senate pushes for lower data prices. On recall, INEC confirms petition notifies Natasha. The banner headline from Daily Trust: Constitution Amendment, Immunity Debate. What is good for president is good for vice president. 112 persons killed in Niger tanker explosions in 3 months. CJN, we'll doubt on that. To have Nigeria's Tishani sworn in for 5-year transition period. Zenith Bank's earnings hit 3.97 trillion naira, records 1.3 trillion naira PBT. These are the stories from Daily Trust.
Right from Vanguard, INEC Tinubu shops for Yakubu's replacement. With too many riders, intrigues, and dark forces plot to truncate credible polls in 2027. We have why President Tinubu should be concerned about the credibility of polls, Nigeria's history of encouraging electoral malfeasance by sidestepping the law, and then how dependable institutional memory can deliver effective election management, and then the challenge of rebuilding confidence in INEC. Wike Atikubika over 2027. Falana's fraud case against Xenox, orders thrown out. Rivers Sole Administrator suspends all political appointees. It's time for dialogue. Dere, that's Tinubu acted based on misinformation, sacked Rivers local government buses. That's a statement from them. And then reps approve a bill to enlist Lagos. We've taken care of that. Recall. INEC, okay, we've taken care of that too. So these are the trending ones from Vanguard for today.
All right, just a few seconds.
Yeah, the last one on a lighter mood, Vanguard, that the Super Eagles of Nigeria deserve to be caned. And that is the truth of the matter. If it was during the time of Idi Amin, and you play that kind of a thing, or Bukasa, when he was in Congo, or Mobutu, you go and disgrace the country in that form, all of you will be caned 26. Yes, so that is it. Our boys, you were leading somebody, and you cannot maintain that one goal that you are leading, and at the 90th minute, the people equalize.
I mean, playing defense.
It's a shame.
They lost sight of why they were there. They lost focus.
Everybody wanted to score.
What stopped
We
them
had
from
5.
defending the goal?
The goal, that one goal. Yes.
Of course.
You pack the bus.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take this call before we end the show. Hello, good morning.
Habit of the East.
Champions, your name and location, please.
Yeah, the voice of JC Akwobi. I'm connecting this morning from my hometown.
Okay.
Can I proceed?
Okay, go on. You
Hello?
just have a few seconds. Go on, a few seconds.
The fact is that I hate what I like, and I don't like what I hate, you know. I like what I hate. Why should the Tinubu and INEC be, seeking for replacement of Yakubu, you know? Why are we looking for the best? Why are we looking for the better? Why the best is there? Tenor elongation and double tenor service, I think is accepted. So to me, there's no need of trying to look for any replacement. They can look for some way to amend in the constitution. Allow Yakubu to serve one more term, until after 2027 election. So now the issue of a tanker explosion or whatever, killing over 100 or 200 people in somewhere in Katsina or wherever. Don't you think, Niger, don't you think that when the Boko Haram have seen that the war against them is being intense, so many of them might go even into tanker driving and so many other things that at times they flash into crowd and do a whole lot of things. So we don't just look at it in a straightforward manner. Let's investigate what's happening in this country.
All right, thank you so much.
It happens in Onitsha. It happens in Katsina, it happens in Napoja, it happens in everywhere, almost at the same time.
Okay, thank you. At this point, this is where we come to the end of press review for today. But before we go, this is to say congratulations to Anambra University as they hold their convocation today. And the overall best graduating student for this academic session is Chika Tochukwu Onyeze from the Department of Electronics and Computer Engineering with the CGPA of 4.95. The best overall graduating student, Anambra University, Chika Tochukwu Onyeze, Department of Electronics and Computer Engineering. Congratulations to you and to every other person who is convocating today. Thank you so much, Ambassador John Ifejika, for coming on Press Review.
Thank you. God bless ABS and God bless you people.
Bless you too.
Bless you too. I'm Roy. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Uche Chukwu Ebo. Now remember, today on the game show, we have something that we are going to give out. Yes, we have gift cards. As you can see on the screen, there is a gift card with me, and this card is worth 20,000 naira of enjoyment at Agulu Lake Resort and Conference Center. So if you want to win this for your mommy, this is for you to go with it with your mommy or with your mommy. So join me by 9 and win an opportunity to take your mom out.
Or join us.
Join us to take this opportunity to take your mom to Agulu Lake Resort and Conference Center to have a wonderful Mothering Sunday experience. We'll go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Good day, my people. My name is Awoniyi, the Chief Consultant of Calvary Harbour Ward. As you all know me, I am not a jack of all trades. I only specialize in one area, which is man problem. If you know that you are a man, you can't behave like a man, you can't act like a man, and this problem has been disturbing your family, it has been causing problem at home. For advice